What's up, everyone? Welcome to Cracka Season 3, Episode 32, I believe. Yes, it's dark and creepy in here. Welcome. It's actually hot as hell in this apartment. I could have sworn I saw the devil actually cooking dinner, but I was wrong. But that's why the lights aren't on. I'm just tired of sweating my ass off. So, keeping them off, but this light is kind of good the way I angled it, so you should be able to see some stuff. Wasn't planning on making a video, but I actually got a small haul, which is quite interesting, which I'm going to show you. It's cool stuff, you know, get into it. Basically what it is my fiance and I were just tired of sitting in the apartment, and I'm going to get into that too a little later. Lots of stuff to talk about. So we're like, you know, let's go out, let's go, you know, just look through stores, not really buying anything, just kind of get out of the house, just get a breeze, you know, stuff like that. And we passed by Five Below that I usually frequent from time to time and take a look, because they used to have packs of comics. You know, they would buy a pack of 4 and it was like $4 and, you know, random stuff. But they haven't, Five Below, the only one by me, hasn't had that in like over a year. And I would go in there every now and then. I'm like, oh, nothing. Went in there well, technically yesterday, because it's now Wednesday morning at 3:42 a.m. New York time. Yeah, nocturnal. But anyway, yeah, so technically yesterday that's what we did, and I went in there and I found they had the comics. I looked at it, saw it come out, I'm like, oh my god, they have them, yeah, so so I ran over there, and basically all the packs were exactly the same. You can tell like the front and back comic were all the same. Whether the insides were different, I'm not sure, but I figured, you know what, I'm not going to take the chance to buy friggin' 5 copies of the same thing, it's kind of stupid. So I got 2 of these, this is what they look like. It says 4 popular comics, over $10 retail value, free bonus trading cards. So they come in like a little bag like that, and it's $4, and you get 4, you know, comics. 2 you don't know what they are because they're face out, so you can see it, but the other 2 you don't know. I did get 2 cards, which are cool. What's this? Masterpiece, Century, which I already have, so it's like But I did get Shadowcat, which I don't have, so that's kind of cool. And the first one I opened, I got Meridian, I think it's called, number 1. Pretty cool. And I got I think it's just called 21, number 1. Very cool. And Solar Man of the Atom, number 24. I hope they come out pretty good in here, because like I said, I was gonna say the clock. The light is angled, hopefully the right way. And also I got the Demon, number 3. Which came in that little 4-pack. And for some reason, which they didn't have in the last ones that I got like a year ago, they had this thing on how to collect comics. Little pamphlet. Not much to it. Just kind of tells you some grades, which is pretty cool. You know, interesting. What the hell is in there for free? What can you do? And the other package I got, like I said, I only got 2. Another one of these. I got Detective Comics number 599. Which you can tell how old it is because it's got WrestleMania on the back. And I got Conan the Barbarian, number 253. I got a bag of boredom. They're probably going to come with me in the car to read. It also came with Demon, number 24. Which is always fun with advertisers on the back, because you can tell how old it is without even looking inside. Batman Returns in the theater, so it's got to be 92. And last but not least, this is actually cool. I didn't think it was going to be cool, but I read a couple pages and it was just awesome. Way of the Rat, number 2. And it says on the back, these ain't your father's comics. And what makes this really cool is, like I said, I was reading the first couple pages. They have this monkey guy in here who's kind of arguing with this Bruce Lee character. You see him down there? And he's saying, you know, it's your destiny to do this, blah, blah, blah. And this guy's like, no way in hell I'm going to do this. And everyone's gonna love this, because I know Coast and Bromstar says it. This monkey kicks the guy's ass. So I only read the first couple pages and I loved it. I'm gonna have to try to track these down maybe, because they were pretty cool. Now on to some business. No, some stuff about moving. I want to thank everyone, you know, for watching my video and talking about the moving company and stuff like that, and telling me about their stuff, which is cool. It's quite interesting that we finally got it sorted out. My fiance basically tore this company a new ass. Literally, just flat out flipped out and went off on them because we were supposed to find out stuff, and this guy kept dodging us, not calling us back, and we'd call their office, and the office wouldn't give us the right stuff, the right info, and they kept saying you got to come down and leave a deposit, and then we'll tell you what this is and what that is. And because originally when she talked to this company, they said they would be able to get us out by our targeted date, which was the 10th was the latest. We needed to leave at the 8th, but they said that if anything, I said if the 10th is the latest we can go. And they're like, yeah, we can do that, no problem. And then of course when it came around, they couldn't do it, and the whole big thing. And she was just finally fed up like I was, and we went down there, and we said, this is a little ridiculous. It's been 3 days. You guys haven't called us back. We need to know what's going on. The landlords want to know when we're leaving. All this stuff is going on. And they're like, oh, we don't know. We don't schedule to. And she's like, my fiance, like I said, when she's a nice person. She keeps her calm. She relaxes, whatever. But when she gets angry, you don't want to be anywhere near her. It's like a bomb. And it's impressive when it's not directed at you. Because she scares me when she gets angry. It's almost like something possesses, and she's like, oh. She literally, like, it really looked like she was going to rip this person's throat, like, right out of this, and she's like, I don't understand why, what kind of a company, blah, blah, going on. I'm not going to get the whole thing, but it was cool. It was really cool. And not only did she finalize a date, now they're going to be coming tomorrow morning, 6 a.m. It's Wednesday morning now, so Thursday morning, 6 a.m. But she got a discount on stuff because she's like, you totally screwed us. The apartment we're moving in, the complex, wanted us to be there on the 8th because they had to get the keys, we had to get our mailbox stuff, they had to give a walkthrough, all these things you got to do. Most people, when you get an apartment or house, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And finalize some stuff and sign things. And the fact that we couldn't do that, they wanted to charge us more money in advance, because now it kind of looks bad on us. Like, they're like, how can you not get here? So she told the moving company this. She's like, you really screwed us. They want all this money in advance now that I have to pay them. All these things. And the moving company, after my fiance was done with them, not only are they coming Thursday morning, we're the first pickup, but we're going to get our stuff earlier. Because she told me, she's like, if you leave Thursday, she's like, we're not going to be able to get there until, because it's like a 9-10 hour drive depending on traffic. And if we leave when they're done, because the guy said he gets here at 6 in the morning, it's going to take like 4 or 5 hours max. And she's like, even if we left then, she goes, we're going to hit traffic and we won't get there till like 2 in the morning, on Friday. So the guy's like, oh, what we're going to do is we're going to take it back to our warehouse, and we're going to leave the trailer in the warehouse, not even touch it. And we're going to leave, I think he said like Friday morning or something like that, or Saturday morning, and we're going to have your stuff there by Monday morning. And she's like, that's fine. She's like, as long as nothing is wrong with my stuff and no one touches anything. And she got a discount on stuff. She's like, you really screwed us. We're all this money we're throwing out, basically. So now they're not charging as much as they would for the weight and for per box or something like that. She got them to waive like the per box fee and the stair fee. They charge you for going up and down stairs. So, whatever. We got that done. It's all settled. I basically spent all of yesterday running around trying to get to my friends and my family, and as much as my friends and family claim they're going to come visit, I seriously doubt it. I was just basically taking this as the last time I'm going to see half these people, or more, because I was like, yeah, we'll come out. You can just tell it ain't happening, which is fine. If that's the way it's going to be, that's the way it's going to be. No worries. I'm not really, it's not that I don't care, just that I'm not going to let myself get angered by it, or because what am I supposed to do? I'm supposed to beg you to come visit me, and that ain't happening. So it is what it is. That's the way I see it. Basically, I told my fiance, I was talking to my uncle yesterday, and he said the same thing. He's like, it's a brand new, fresh start. He's like, look at it that way. He's like, everything you're leaving behind. He's like, if people and family and friends don't want to come see you, forget about them. Worry about what you're doing with yourself. Get yourself together. Get your house. Get everything, all sorted. And he's like, and just live your life. And then, people come and go. They're going to do what they're going to do. And I said the exact same thing. I was like, we're just going to do what we're going to do. Not worry about anybody anymore. It's not worth it. And for Gimpy, if he's watching, I'm drinking some vampire blood. That's how I get my powers. No, I'm kidding. I'm not actually drinking it. Not yet. But, yeah, it's just an old thing of liquor that, like my fiance and I, we don't drink. Every now and then, like on New Year's Eve, we'll have like a shot of it, and that's about it. That rejuvenates our powers for the next year. Can't tell you what powers are, it's a secret. But, Anyway, yeah. Another thing I had gotten today. It's Batman glow in the dark duct tape. As you can see it. Now I know what you're saying. What are you gonna use that for? There's not even that much to it. It was like $5 for like nothing. Basically, what I'm doing with this is, unfortunately, I cannot take my comics with me in the car because there's just not enough room. Because I have too many boxes. So, what I'm doing is, it sucks, but you know what? I'd rather have the boxes damaged than the comics stolen. So I'm taking this, and I'm taking one box with me, one small box, of all my really valuable comics. I'm piling them all into one box. My signed stuff, comics that are impossible to get, the really old stuff is just going to be in the one box. That's going to with me, so I have to worry about it. The other ones, not that I don't care about them, I'm keeping them in the box, obviously with the cover on there, and I'm wrapping it with this duct tape, which is going to make it extremely, well, sticky, but at least tight. And if anyone messes with it, tries to, unpeel it, you're going to know. You're going to flat out know. And I told the guy, I said not to be an evil prick. I was like, because I don't know your company. I was like, so I'm not saying that it's bad. I was like, but, the way things have been going with the way you've been dealing with us, I was like, that's pretty bad. Looks bad on you guys. Even though you were suggested to us by a lot of people. I was like, I know everything that's in on those comic boxes. And he just kind of looked at me. I was like, I know every book that's in there. I know where it is. I know how it's laid in. I was like, I can tell you where I got it from. And I was like, I'm going to duct tape the boxes, because he was saying make sure you cover. He even said it, make sure you, put stuff around the lid so the lids don't come off. And I'm like, and I'm not saying anyone's going to steal anything. I was like, but just know that as a simple fact. I was like, I also videotaped everything that's in these boxes. I was like, so if you ever say that's not in there, I can pull the video up and say there it is. So I'm covering my bases. I know it sounds evil. It's like but I said to him, I'm not calling you a thief. I just don't trust people. I mean, I'm giving you my stuff that it's taken me 25 years to amass, and I'm supposed to trust you guys that no one's gonna steal anything or break anything or whatever. But it is what it is. Like I was saying, if it happens, it happens. But at least I got some kind of a proof, because he's like, oh, if somebody steals a book out of there, he's like, there's no proof to say that it was ever in there. I'm like, yeah, there is. But yeah, a couple of things that are going with me in the car as well, so I figure it's not worth packing. It usually freaks everybody out, but it's a 3D Joker. And here's another one. I've shown this before, but I just figured, what the hell. 3D Joker. I gotta frame that one. Never got around to it. And there's a lot of stuff in here, but there's a signed Spider-Man artwork print kind of thing. And then there's a Batman Inc. #1 signed by Yannick Paquette. I forget what else is in there. I packed a lot of stuff, and there's usually like so much crap in here. I can't remember what else I had in there. Let's see. I haven't taken these out since I got them. But yeah, this is a George Perez print that I had gotten. Signed it. Gave it to me for free, which is cool. And this was quite honestly, I can't remember who did this. But it's a Green Lantern print, and it's signed twice. Kind of see the signature. I gotta get them framed. I never got around to them. Well, not to get around to them, but I wasn't gonna put them up because I'm like, you know what? They're just gonna get ruined if I keep them in here. So I kept them in little plastic. And last but not least, this is Secret Wars #8 cover for the Marvel Zombies, and it's signed by Arthur Sidum. I don't know how to say it. See it. So that's pretty cool. I got those in there. Like I said, never really kept them out there. Took them out of here. I do have a few others. I have that I've already packed. All packed in the car actually. Which I probably shouldn't have put them in there yet. But I was kind of in a hurry and I'm trying to get so much crap done in such a short period of time. But yeah, I have like a Hawkeye that was signed by George Perez. I have Spider-Man, an actual like art piece that I had signed. I can't remember by who though. Whatever. Another thing, real fast. R. Dowdy 95, the Great Legend, man. I hope you're doing better. I was watching the thing where you said you had your appendix taken out. Bet you that would start splitting. No, but yeah, I hope you're doing alright, man. Because that's no joke. That's some tough stuff, man. Especially if you don't catch it in time, that stuff can kill you. So I'm glad everything's, you're alright. But I hope you're getting better. Healing, relaxing. Take your time. Don't go crazy. Injustice will wait. But it is fun playing against the great legend. He knows his Shazam. Can't lie, man. He knows it. And King Joe, thanks for well, you didn't give me the thumbs up, but I understand why. About my moving company. And your comments and everyone's comments on that video was really cool. Davidus Raccoonus and Comic Guy Rules and everybody. But also wanted to mention Legendary Collectible. I am DeCosti's Comics, welcome back. I was watching your video with your rant, which is totally fine. You got to get stuff off your chest, like my video beforehand when I was just ranting about the thing, because it does help you. It does help you a lot when you just kind of get it out there and you're like, this is what's going on, this is what sucks about this, and this is what's cool about that. That's perfectly fine. I mentioned on your video, like with me, I do these videos because they make me happy. I like to show my stuff and talk about stuff, and that's just me. I like to talk in general, so I can go on and on about just about anything. But that's what you got to do. I mean, like I've said, I even said like on the comment in the video that I watch your stuff, and you can really tell that you're passionate and interested in comics and the comic book world and the actual community, because you actually care about what people are talking about and what videos they're making. And you can totally tell. You watch any one of your videos, you can see that you put your heart and soul into these videos, and that's all you can do, man. That's all you can do. Like I mentioned in the comment, I was like, I'm lucky if I break 35 views from time to time. Like, hell, I'm lucky if I get past 100 views. I'm excited. I'm like, oh my god, 100 people watch this, or how many people watch it a couple times, and I'm like, hey, cool. For me, like I said, I do it because it makes me happy, and that's what you got to do. You got to do it for you. I'm not saying you're wrong, because I think you're actually absolutely right about stuff. That there should be more views, but a lot of people put on comments, it's the summer. Not many people want to, especially me. I mean, I try to watch the videos, but it's just hot as balls in this place, and you got to get the hell out. You can't even. I got a fan going. I have like 3 fans on me. I'm still boiling. But usually, like I think the Costa had said it, and Greco Fabus said that when the winter comes around, the fall, everybody's watching videos, so you'll see your stuff skyrocket. And you got over 300 subs. That's impressive. I just barely made 2, so I was like, all right, cool, But like I said, you got to do everything for you, man. Stuff will come. I like your stuff. I like watching it. It's interesting. You got good taste in the comics. You know what you're talking about. You like I said, the passion is there. That's amazing. Not many people have that kind of fire in their eyes about stuff. Some people are just like, I got this. Other people don't. Other people are like, hey, look what I got. I got this. Like Mongo Stomp Times 07. I was watching his stuff where he had this Batman stuff. He guys like, and the Demon in the Bottle. He was very excited to get that. And you can just tell. It's a cool issue. I have one myself. I was very happy to get it. I'm like, this is just a cool looking cover and a cool issue. But anyway, Legendary Collectible, yeah. Like I said, you got to do it for you, man. Don't worry about views. Don't worry about subscribers. Because the people that really care and really do watch your videos, they're gonna watch them, regardless. But then again, like I was saying, I don't kiss ass. I tell it like it is. A lot of people, not just the summer, but everyone's got their stuff they got to do. Everyone lately, you can see it. Like our dad 95 had surgery. Some people are moving. Some people have family stuff they got to take care of. So you got to kind of factor it in. Like if you're not getting as many views as you should be, there's reasons. There's usually reasons behind it. Not just the heat. It could be anything. Could be people can't afford to have the internet turned on right now. It got turned off. You don't know. You don't know. Because you're physically not there. But you got great stuff, so don't worry about it. Just do the videos for you. It's the best way to do it, and it'll come around. You're, like I said, you got 300 subscribers. That's amazing, absolutely amazing. That's cool. And you get the views as they come around, but don't worry about it. You'll be fine. I hope you stick with it, because it is worth it in the long run, and it is fun to see people's This goes for everybody now, everybody in the community. I love watching everyone's stuff. I try to watch it as much as I can, and I do try to comment when the friggin' YouTube isn't kicking my ass and not letting me comment, but work in progress. But I love watching everybody's things, man. I love watching all the different comics, and 99% of the time I see stuff that I haven't seen, and I'm like, oh my god, I want that. I want that now. Like Mongo Stumptown 07, his Batmans, I'm like, look at that. That's awesome. I gotta find those. And when he got the first Dark Side, I couldn't remember what issue it was in, and right there, man. It was like, I'm like, there it is, yes, I gotta find that. And the first, crap, I forgot who got it. The first Poison Ivy. I was looking at that one, I was like, I want that one too. But, yeah, it's fun, man. I love watching YouTube stuff, because like I said, 99% of the time I see stuff I've never seen. And it's just cool to see, the comics in somebody's hands that appreciate it. You know, like, who the hell was it? Was it Comic Hijinks? Comic Hijinks, that was it. When he was showing his Spidey collection, he had like the first Prince Electro and stuff like that. I was like, that's cool. That is awesome. I know Hippie's Collectibles got all that kind of stuff, because he's the Spider-Man. I made a funny, which I'm trying to be the Spider-Man, but it's stalled. But yeah, so, but it's cool. Like this, everything in the community is awesome. I love watching this stuff, because you can just tell how that everyone in this community is real collectors. You know, they're very passionate about the stuff. Legendary Collectible, you can tell. Like I said, you watch his videos, you can see it. Captain Strangelove is like the god of YouTube. The comic book guru god, and his stuff actually, can't say anything better than you have to watch his videos, because all the tips he gives you work wonders. Especially that one, I actually did it yesterday, and it worked really well. With the drinks, you wrap the drink and you put it in the freezer, and in 15 minutes it's cold, like the wet thing around the towel. But it worked really, really well. And I'm still impressed at some of the stuff I didn't even think of, like with the comic book boxes, when you don't have enough to fill the box, and you just take a piece of cardboard and fold it and stick it in there, and it makes it as a barrier. Pure genius. Pure genius. It's just cool stuff, man. I love this community. I'm glad to be around. Glad to be in it. I'm gonna try to make a video tomorrow, because I actually am going to the comic book store one last time, which I didn't think I was gonna get a chance to do, because I thought I would have been gone by now. But I'm going to Bailey's tomorrow. I'm gonna try to get photos, because I talked to Trung. I was like, dude, I was like, is there any way I can get some photos? Like, I kind of want to throw it up on my YouTube channel. And also, it'd just be cool to have the photos, because, memories. I spent majority of my teen and preteen life at Bailey's. I was there, open to close, almost every day, and it was just, especially when I was in junior high, literally open to close every day, man. Just talking about comics, looking at comics, and then, like I said, I finally got a job there, which was awesome. It was like a dream come true. It's just amazing, and it was cool. Well, actually, I did have a job at a comic store before Bailey's, which was the dream come true, and then kind of extended it. But yeah, FunQuest was the first comic store I worked at, which was cool. But it is fun. You don't get paid a lot, but it doesn't matter, because you're in your element. You're just like, this is awesome. If you can get a comic book store you work at that they pay you enough, that's cool. That's a bonus. But yeah, I'm gonna try to go there tomorrow. Well, today. Today's Wednesday. I'm gonna grab a couple of new stuff that I wanted. Superior Spider-Man. I'm kind of happy that I'm still here, because I can grab that comic and I don't have to worry about it. I'm like, I got it, yeah. And I'm gonna see, because Trung had told me that they got a couple of new Amazing Spider-Man back issues in recently, a couple days ago, and he didn't put them out yet. And he's like, yeah, it's a couple ones we haven't had, and he goes, you might want to take a look. And he goes, I'll give you a good deal on it. He's like, obviously. He's like, I didn't think you were going to be here. He's like, otherwise, I would just put your name on them. So I'm going to take a look, see what he's got, because if he's got some cool ones that are a good price, perhaps I'll get them. My last little comic book haul from Bailey's. But yeah, it's a long enough video, so I'm going to leave you with that. And like I said, I'm going to try to get some more stuff done in the dark. That's where I thrive, in the darkness. Oh yeah, and I've said it before, I said in the last video, I will be doing a contest but you guys got to give me some time because obviously I'm moving and I got to get set up and I got to get everything together, and I got to actually get some money in the bank because this move is really it's not just even penny pinching. It's like at the point where we're almost broken from it. Um, but I do have good news on that front too. My fiance already landed a job interview. Basically, the third day we're there. We're gonna get there probably Friday morning. Not Friday morning. Friday afternoon, 2 o'clock probably will be in our new place. But we're actually spending the time at her mom's house, which is like 45 minutes away from where we are. It's no big deal. But we're gonna spend the time there until our stuff comes. But anyway, yeah, she's got a job interview that Monday. Monday coming around, so that's pretty cool. And I actually landed two job interviews for Wednesday and Thursday of next week. So for good money too. I'm pretty impressed. One I had since before because I thought I got screwed out of the BJ's warehouse down there, which is like 10 minutes away from where I live. I was like, that'd be awesome because it'd be right there. I didn't think I was going to get anything because I explained to the guy, and the guy was kind of just like, screw you, I'm not going to deal with you. But I had gotten a message back, we're very interested, we looked over your resume, could you please, let us know when is a good time. And I called them, I said I'm going to be down there Friday afternoon, the latest Friday night, and I was like, any day you want, after that is fine. So they told me, come in Tuesday morning. They scheduled an interview, which I know I can nail it. I'm very good at interviews. I know how to do that stuff. And the other job, which cool is BJ's. It was they said I can get interviewed for two things: either a cashier during the day, which I don't know. I'll be making $9.25 an hour, I think it is, which is pretty good. But I was kind of more interested in the overnight because they have an overnight position, and I've been making $14.50 an hour. So that's pretty cool. I think I might take that over anything if I could choose it. Most people know I got a lot of comments about about the overnight stuff, how it messes with you. It's a lonely existence, but I feel better when I'm in overnight. I don't know why. It's just more comforting when I don't have to really be bothered with anybody, or I just kind of do my job. I go home, which is what I'm looking for. I'm too old to really be, dicking around with things. And Andrew Osborne. I would say Osborne. I'm sorry, dude. I keep thinking you're the Green Goblin, but yeah, you have a wicked schedule, man. 4 to 1. Jesus Christ. I think I'd rip my face off if I had to work that. Yeah, so I have that, which is cool, and then I also have a job interview for this security kind of place. It was weird because I had put on an application because I was looking at it, because you can actually, they train you, they'll give you the certificate, you go to, they pay for the classes, all this crap, but in my resume for that I had mentioned that I studied different forms of martial arts, and once that went up, Jesus, the guy's like, he sent me a thing, he's like, do you have any certificates? I'm like, yeah, I have all these things from black belt in this, black belt in that, second degree in this, and showed him all these certificates, and this guy couldn't hire me fast enough. He's like, when can you come down? We really want to meet you, and we'll train you for the security detail to get like this. You have to get, a security license, which is nothing. And I was kind of looking at that one too because it's weird because it's a range of different times. Like you could do the mornings, you could do the nights, you could do the afternoons. But what's cool is you get paid starting pay, which you can negotiate. He was saying, he's like, because when I said, I was like, wow, really? It almost sounded like I was like, wow, really? But it was more like, wow, really? The starting pay is $18.50, and I was just like, oh my god, And then, but the thing that sucks is that you don't get paid for the month and a half of training you're doing, but they pay for the stuff, but you don't get paid for that. So it kind of sucks. So it's kind of like I'd be out of work for like a month and a month and like a week or something like that. But then once you get you're in the job, they give you the job right then and there. So I don't know. I have to figure it out. We'll have to see how it goes. So I got two things right there, which is cool. My fiance's got her job schedule that she's looking at, that she likes. I think she gets paid like $12 or $13 an hour. So, hey, if we can pull this off, ooh, good God. My first paycheck once because our rent is pretty much all paid. For the 6 months we paid it off in full. My first paycheck basically it's replenishing what we pay for the rent, and so is my fiance's thing. And we're gonna put it down, obviously, like I said, on the house. We're gonna be looking as we go, but I'm gonna buy some serious kick-ass comics when when we figure it all out. I'm going ape shit. I already told her, I was like, the first thing I'm buying is it's just a shitload of old comics that I've been looking for. So we'll see. Stay tuned for those videos. This video is long enough. I keep rambling. Sorry. But anyway, thanks for watching, everyone. Appreciate it. Long live the community. Wild Stallions rule. No, but yeah, cool stuff. I look forward to hopefully, like I said, hopefully tomorrow. Depending on how tired I am, because I still have to run around, not just to the comic store, but I have to visit a lot of people. You know, it's a pain in the ass. I wish everyone would come to me, but it doesn't seem to work like that. So I'm running around to visit like last minute people, a couple cousins here, and a couple uncles, aunts, some friends. So it's going to be on top of, you know, last minute packing and fixing my comics. It's going to be hell tomorrow, it really is. So I'm going to try to make a video. If I don't, this is my last one for a little while, because we're hoping to have the internet up by next week. You know, if we get there Friday night. We already talked to the internet people. We said we need it in because we have to get, you know, the internet up for the jobs and stuff like that. And they said the earliest they could probably do it is Tuesday or Wednesday. So hopefully next week I'll have the internet up and I'll make another video of what I got from the comic store. If I don't make one tomorrow, well, today I mean, I forget what time it is. See, that's why night stuff messes with you. You totally lose track of what the hell day it is or what time. You're like, wow, it's 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, wait a minute. Anyway, long enough video. I'm going to stop now. But seriously, I appreciate everyone watching. I really do. Keep up all the good work. Everybody out there in this community. Keep the stuff coming when you can. Because I know how hard it is to make videos. Lately it seems to be getting harder and harder. Not just for me, but you know, for everyone out there too. You can just tell everyone's got their things they got to get done. And it's priorities. You know, family's got to come first. You know that. Your job's got to come. You know, you got to make the money to live. So it's all about priorities, and a lot of people, you got to kind of realize that's what happens. Things happen. You know, everyone can't be on here 24/7. Some people can. More power to you. But anyway, thanks for watching. It's not the size of man cave that matters. It's what you have in it. And it actually looks like a cave in the darkness right now. And I'm waiting for a bat or red eyes to come popping out of the side, which they might if you watch closely enough.